Hi everyone, this is the Genesis GV70 and it's safe to say this thing is absolutely crazy. Just look at that massive grille. Anyway, the coolest feature on this car is not its grille, it's not its massive indicators that it has, it's this. If it works. Anyway, moving on to the interior, and this is where the Genesis really shines because the interior of this car is extremely plush and the materials used in the whole layout of everything is really thoughtful and something that I was actually very surprised of. You do of course get a nice digital display and it just shouts premium at your face. The infotainment system is massive and the screen, I don't know how many inches that is, but it's at least 20 plus. Anyway, that was an awful joke, sorry. Bad joke aside, I could probably rattle on about the interior of this car for another 20 minutes, but I'm sure you wouldn't want to sit through that, so here's some of my highlights. The first one is the climate controls being integrated in this small screen. Many other manufacturers have a bad reputation for whacking the climate controls hidden somewhere in the infotainment system, but it's not the case here, and the layout is actually quite intuitive and easy to use. Luckily, the only good stuff is left in the infotainment system, for example the terrain response system. I mean, just look at the animation it shows at the GV70 when you switch modes. Hopefully Land Rover don't come after Genesis on this one. And finally, the heads-up display is very snazzy in this car. Not only does it show your speed, but also some of the driver assistance systems, navigation and radio stations. In terms of storage space, in the center console you get plenty of that. In this little storage pocket here that opens up, wireless charging, and yeah, some connectivity USB ports. Glove box is massive, door bins are massive, and a Lexicon sound system, which I have heard apparently it is good. Rear seat storage is important in SUVs as well, and plenty of room in the back of it. In fact, there's actually some controls on the front of the passenger seat, and you could just control it from the rear seats. That may annoy the passenger on the front side, but honestly, who cares? Genesis have really not cheaped out with this car. I will put the price of this vehicle on the screen right now. I think it is quite expensive, but don't quote me on that. I do get some things wrong, so apologies if I do. I don't have this car for very long. In fact, only 30 minutes. So I think I've spoken enough, I've covered enough. Let's take this car for a drive. Right guys, now let's go for a drive in the Genesis GV70 all-wheel drive with the 2.2 litre diesel engine. Got 162 miles of range left. Let's put it into gear. There we go, it's very quiet. Now you've got these cool accents on the digital dash. They look very 3D in fact. It's kind of blurring my vision. You'll know, I don't think you can tell from the camera, but you will be able to tell when you sit in this car and turn it on. It does look pretty cool. I want sports mode. That changes the dials up a little bit. I assume this car is going to be torquey. I don't know the performance figures. It only revs up to about 4,500 RPM. The engine is fully warmed up, which is great. Let's just change up the home screen. Actually, the one thing I don't like in the Genesis is the fact that this touchscreen is so far away. I'm reaching over like that. Weird. Anyway, you can still use this pad, so it doesn't really matter. See what this car is like on the high speed ball. So we're in sport mode anyway. Oh, we've got cameras. That's cool. Manual gears, here we go. Stable at high speeds. We're doing very quick speeds right now. Yeah, it's very stable. Is it an 8-speed? I'm not too sure. Let's stay in this lane. It's my first time down here. Boys, it's quick, and I'm not too sure. I'm coming up to a very undercover car at the moment. Is that a Ferrari? Is that what I think it is? Holy crap, what is that, boys? It looks like some jet. Holy moly, what is that? lane keep assist is going a little bit crazy at the moment. Whoa. Will he test it? Okay, that was dope. Really heavy, this car. It's really heavy, and you could just feel it so much. This car is extremely wide, extremely wide, obscenely wide. What's it like on these bumps? Wow, you can't actually feel anything. On the above, it was horrendous. On the above, you could literally feel everything. All right, let's push it. And the brake's good, moment of truth. Hey, it turns into the corner well. That was good, that was. Someone's doing a bit of filming. Someone stopped in a van. Hey, it's really good. It grips. Now we've got the Michelin Pilot Sport 4 SUVs, they call it. And yeah, it's faring well. Impressive. Yeah, the back end isn't really pushing out at all, which is good. Now we're going around this corner. Just hit the brakes. The brakes are good. Trying to get ABS to, you know, click on, but it's not having it. It's not having it. This bit's fun. This bit's really scary, but it's fun. Wow, the seatbelts have tightened up on me because of how we just took that corner. The GV's been put to its paces today, boys. We just hit the brakes, hard on the brakes. Just the problem is, I haven't seen any Genesis on the road at all. There's barely any. So I'm not too sure if Genesis are actually shifting any of these cars at the moment. Look, it's a good car to consider. I believe the price is just the issue with this car. So look, if Genesis started discounting this, then hands down, get yourself one, because it's really plush. The only thing is, it's massive. Where on earth are you going to store it? But then again, I say that majority of the cars that are driven, or you know, majority of the cars that are on our roads are bloody massive anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope I haven't waffled on for too long, because you know how it is with these events. I've got nothing planned. I don't know much about the Genesis GV70. I've just done a first impression, so apologies if you were expecting a proper review. Won't get that today. Anyway, look guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, so see you in a bit.